Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sean, and I tend not to deal with politics because politics drive everyone insane. Um, there's so many crazy people out there right now, and it's just unbearable. But I really need to address one thing right now, and that is something that was said during the debates last week. That they're eating dogs and cats in Springfield, Ohio. Ugh. You know what? These politicians need to stop their crap with lying and saying false claims just to try to entice people to do what they want and to listen to things that they do. Main reason is because it drives everyone insane. Since that claim has been said, Springfield, Ohio has been inundated with bomb threats by right wing fanatics because they think it's a cover up. I used to work animal control, and I'm a member of multiple animal control groups still. And the following day, multiple Springfield animal control officers posted there is absolutely no evidence that animals are being eaten in Springfield. Well, after finding more out about this, and I got to look at my phone because I have it all on my phone. The Clark County SPCA had to close because of bomb threats. Uh, City Hall closed because of bomb threats. 2 days, Thursday and Friday of last week, bomb threats. And the calls that these people would make were just inundated with racial slurs and threats against the Haitian community. Um, it's ridiculous. You know, I had to look it up because I really never thought the Haitians were much of a group that ate animals, or sorry, ate pets, and they're not. But you know who is? Other cultures. There are other cultures that eat pets. I had to pull this up, I'm sorry. In Asia, it's estimated that 30 million dogs are killed annually for human food. Now, am I condemning Asians for this? No, I'm not. Um, it's not something I would do, but it's part of their life. Um, China, India, the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Cameroon, even Nigeria, North Korea, they have groups of people that eat dog and cats, but not Haiti, not any South American country. Um, so that was just a blatant lie. What this is stemming from is an Ohio woman by the name of Alexis Farrell. She's 27 years old. She was charged with injuring an animal and basically she stomped on her cat's head or a cat's head and then cooked it and ate it. But this happened in Canton, Ohio, not Springfield. Um, so yeah, that has nothing to do with them. Uh, the Ohio resident actually that did it. I'm not going to mention the person's name because I don't want hate toward them, but they posted about it on Facebook or something like that. And after a little while, they thought, this is kind of stupid, so they took it down. But this is not before it was sent to JD Vance. And then Vance ran with it. The person who posted it said that she's deeply regretful that she did this. She didn't mean to cause any harm to anyone. It was a baseless claim that she put forward. But now this has erupted into a giant fiasco. Um, it's a giant, witch hunt. Kind of reminds me of 1692 in Massachusetts when the Salem witch trials were happening. One person says states a false claim, and all hell breaks loose. I mean, it's only a matter of time before they start having court and trying to fry people at the stake. Be better, people. God dang it. I mean, I like goats. I really like goats. But there are people in America that actually eat goats. There's farms that sell goats for food, and it disgusts me because I really like goats. I like dogs and cats, but I don't know. I guess it's the government's call on whether they want to ban it. And there are countries that have banned it. But before jumping to conclusions and causing such mayhem, you really need to know the truth. Do some damn research, people. Don't jump to conclusions. You hear something and then you run off going, oh, I heard this. I heard one person say this. Well, obviously, that person is wrong. And it's going to cost somebody their life. I'm sorry to say that, these fanatics threatening Haitians and everything in Springfield, someone is going to end up dying over this because of the fabrication. There was something else I wanted to mention. There is a Springfield family that are kind of pissed off. Nathan Clark and his wife, I believe Danielle, their son, Aiden, was killed when a Haitian motorist ran into the bus that their son was on. They are using this child's name as a political gain against the Haitian community. Aiden's parents want it to stop. They are tired of Vance and Trump using their child's name as a political tool. Aiden's dad went on to say, I quote, I wish my son, Aiden Clark, was killed by a 60-year-old white man. I bet you never thought anyone would ever say something so blunt. But if that guy killed my 11-year-old son, the incessant group of hate-spewing people would leave us alone. The the guy that killed their son, he's serving prison for this. It was involuntary manslaughter. I didn't read it well enough. I don't know if he's just driving out of control or was intoxicated or whatnot, but I mean, he's in prison for 9 to 13 years for killing Aiden. These parents want them to stop naming their goddamn kid. Nathan went on to say, they have spoken my son's name and used his death for political gain. My son was not murdered. He was accidentally killed by an immigrant from Haiti. And that's it. He was an immigrant from Haiti who has TPS status for his immigration. So temporary protected status. It's not like he was even illegal. It, he's here with like a visa or something. I don't know. There's so many different uh, statuses with that. I don't know those. You can't blame everyone. Um, I'm going over the time that I wanted to go because I want to make it short, but I work, like I said before, animal control. And I will admit, when I first did that, I really didn't like people that didn't speak English. I didn't like the fact that it was a hassle to me. Oh God, I have to call a translator here and it's so annoying and blah 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 blah. It's a waste of my day. But, but wait, technology in my hand is a beautiful tool and it has translate on it. So, if I dealt with a person that did not speak English, I would say, hi, my name is Sean. I'm animal control officer. I'm here because your dog was running at large. Press play. Hola, mi habla, whatever. I don't know Spanish. Uh, and then I would say, click, you talk. And then they would speak into it and they would see that it's right in their words. And then I would listen to what they have to say. Or else a couple of them actually use their phone all the time to do that. So we're just communicating back and forth, listening to series. And I discovered something. They're not unlike you or I. Yeah, they don't speak English. And trust me, if you've ever actually sat down with an immigrant that doesn't speak English and did the same thing I did, you will find out many of them are very embarrassed that they don't speak English. They're very embarrassed that they have to have their child translate for them. They're ashamed But I know pretty well that once you get older, it's a lot harder to learn languages. So when they came here, it was harder for them to learn the language. But that doesn't mean that they're troublemakers, because they're not. They were just hardworking people wanting to have a better life for their kids, have a better life for themselves. Isn't that what we all want? Um, Listening to this bullshit spew out that only criminals are coming here. You know what? My animal control that I worked at was a division of the police department. I saw everything the police saw. I saw all the calls that came in. I knew everything. I could even see their statistics. And in their statistics, our Hispanic crime rate is very minuscule. Our white crime rate was huge. I mean, at least 2 or 3 times that of the Hispanic population. And there were a lot of Hispanics around. But you know what? There's a lot more white people, and white people commit crimes too. So people need to pull their heads out of their ass and stop blaming everything in society on immigrants. Yes, are there going to be bad people that come across the... Yes, there's going to be bad people. There's definitely going to be bad people. But are there already bad people here? Yeah. Yep, there definitely is. Um, Remember, I started out with my channel doing true crime. I'm trying to think, out of all the true crime that I did, none of them were Hispanic, a few of them were black, and most of them were white. You know, this xenophobia needs to stop. We were all immigrants. My mother is from Europe, born and raised there and came here. So she is on her side, I'm a first generation American. My dad's side, our family goes all the way back to the 1700s before they came over. Or they came over around the 1700s from England. So, my dad's side, I'm full-blooded American, except for the ones that came from England. My mom's side, Belgium. We're all immigrants. Unless you are Native American, you're a fucking immigrant. I'm a Gen Xer, and I remember watching Schoolhouse Rocks on Saturday morning when they would sing about America being a melting pot. We're a melting pot because we're mixed up with some Germans, some English, some French, some Spanish, some Indians, some Hispanics, some Japanese, some Chinese. We're a melting pot of people. And if you can't handle that, then get the fuck out of the country. Go someplace else. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, we might have screwed over the blacks for many years here. But thanks to one very tall American that wore a hat, he tried to fix that. Granted, a lot of whites are still too much of assholes to understand that, but it doesn't matter. We are here together. This is our country, and we have enough room to let some more people come in. So be better, people. Stop blaming everything on everyone else. Stop inciting violence on people. Stop making up blatant lies. And if any politician is listening to this, if Trump or Vance happens to listen to this, stop your bullshit. Stop saying, oh, this is true, even though it's blatantly not. It, and if Harris or Walls is making up anything, stop it. Be truthful. You're going to get a lot farther if you're telling us the goddamn truth than if you're just making up lies. Because I have no problem fact checking either side. And this is the last thing I will say, because I get criticized all the time for fact checking. When I was in animal control, once again, I would have to investigate crimes like a dog bite. I would have this person interviewed, and then I'd have this person interviewed. And I would have their stories, and I would slide it together like this. Whoops. And right there, right in the middle, where they all connect, that's the truth. Yeah, they might deviate from the truth. And that's the same thing I do whenever one of these candidates says some bullshit. I look at multiple news sources, and somewhere in the between is going to be the truth. So, unless you like being lied to, living in the dark, then America's not for you. Move out, leave, go away. Continue living your life stupid, because it really doesn't matter to me. But you're not going to ruin this future for my kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids, me if I live forever. You're not going to ruin it just because you're too stupid to look something up in more than one source. So, sorry about my rant. I do love you all. I do appreciate you all. Be good to yourself, people. Be good to others. That's what this is all about. Be good to others. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Um, I'm in the process of moving. That's why you don't see any more stuff over on that. Well, you see some stuff, but um, I'm hopefully going to be moved in 2 weeks. So I might take the next 2 weeks off and do some shorts and stuff like that. But I'll be moved, and then I'm going to start producing weekly content again. Uh, so I will see you then. I uh, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking around with me. If you're still here, I'll see you next time.